And now it's time to get to know some promising startups around the world with the help of Ayelet. Noff, good evening.
Good evening. How are you, Jason?
I'm okay. How are you?
Very well.
Okay, let's start with the first startup.
All right. So the first startup is called Beyond Verbal. It's an Israeli company, and they can analyze your emotions based on your verbal intonations. All right. So basically, this can be used for personal usage. For example, I can analyze my own emotions or your emotions based on a mobile application called Moody's. You can download it from the App Store. It can be utilized by businesses. So businesses can integrate into the API of Beyond Verbal and can analyze customer satisfaction or dissatisfaction at call centers. They can detect fraud. Insurance companies can detect fraud on the phone. But the most interesting aspect of it is, its effect and ability to improve our well-being, which is. So basically, we have a video that I think will help explain this, and then I'll continue on after the video.
Let's take a look at the video.
Today, we understand the importance of physical wellness in everything we do and are able to track our progress across sport, diet, relaxation, and much more. But what about emotional well-being? It's just as important since it tells us how well we really feel. Based on the tone of your voice, Beyond Verbal's patented technology helps you understand this too. From joy and excitement to anger and insecurity, Beyond Verbal's new wellness cloud-based service discovers and monitors patterns in your emotional well-being throughout your day using the tone of your voice. Picture this. You just finished jogging and logged your run with your wearable device. An application correlates your emotional wellness with variables such as your heart rate, weather, etc. Your run felt hard, and the report reveals that to improve your diet, it's better to run shorter distances, as you're then more relaxed and thus less prone to eat.
Interesting. Is that going to be like downloadable to my phone soon?
No, so basically they're working together now with the Mayo Clinic in order to be able to detect your medical conditions over time. So, for example, if you called your doctor would be able to tell based on your voice if you're experiencing depression at this time or if you're going to be experiencing Alzheimer's a few years later. It's really wild. It's I believe it's definitely a breakthrough in the medical world.
And when will I be able to download it, or it's not for personal use?
No, this is not for personal usage. Right now, this specifically, the only thing that you can download for personal usage is the Moody's app, which can analyze your emotions. But the idea is that hospitals and doctors and medical facilities will be able to utilize this in order to analyze your emotions and be able to detect your medical conditions over time.
Okay, you got me. I'm a buyer. What's the next startup?
So today we're all about well-being. The next one is called
Emotional or physical?
Both.
Both, yeah.
The next one is emotional, actually.
Okay.
So this is an app from Denmark. It's called Hello Mind. And do you ever feel stressed or have any anxieties, Jason?
No,
never, right?
Never. I'm zen.
So this application can help you. It has over 250 treatments. It was developed by a very famous hypnotherapist from Denmark called Jacob Strakoda, who uses a method called RDH, which is basically results-driven hypnosis. Now, why does hypnosis work? How does it work? We also have a video to explain.
Let's take a look.
All through our lives, events and emotions create an imprint on the brain, a pattern that makes it hard for the logical part of our brain to get rid of. This pattern is like a shortcut activated every time we face a similar situation. For example, if you once had a traumatic incident with a snake, your brain might harbor a set of these pathways that associate that snake with all snakes, making you fear them. Hypnosis activates the limbic brain, where we store and process emotional memory, often uncovering long-forgotten memories. This activation enables the conscious part of our present brain to temporarily override previously entranced patterns, allowing you to emerge with a new perspective on past experiences and deeply rooted patterns of behavior. Snakes, for example, will no longer be scary once these new connections are created and memories reevaluated. Now take a deep breath.
Okay.
Take a deep breath, Jason.
I just did. So what's going to happen in the app itself?
So in the app, there's about 250 treatments, everything ranging from stress, anxiety, self-esteem, love, and then you go in, you decide which session you want to take. It's about 30 minutes a session. You have to find a very relaxed environment to kind of sit and lie and do it. I've done it myself. I can tell you, I'm definitely not the spiritual type, but it worked on me.
Yeah, wasn't it scary though to hypnotize yourself alone without a professional in the room?
Not really. No, it's not that kind of scary. It's not that kind of treatment. It's kind of a very soothing kind of
breathe,
voice.
Think about that.
Exactly.
Okay.
Get out of your usual thought patterns.
I understand. Okay, so let's try to have the best physical and emotional wellness, I guess. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you very much. Log on to Google and look up these 2 apps and be better people in the world. Short break. We'll be back shortly with more of the show, so just don't go anywhere. And if you go, just come back in like 10 minutes. Okay? Good deal. Thank you. See you soon.